Chapter 1. Gulliver stays home for 5 months, but then he leaves his pregnant wife to set sail again, this time as the captain of a ship called the Adventure. Many of his sailors die of illness, so he recruits more along the way. His crew members rise up under the influence of these new sailors and become pirates. After being looked up to his cabin for several days, Gulliver is left on an unknown shore. In the distance, he sees animals with long hair, goat beards, and sharp claws. He decides to find settlers, but he meets again one of the animals on his way. Gulliver takes out his sword and hits the animal. The animal roars, and a group of others like it attacks Gulliver by defecating on him. He hides but sees that the beasts have been scared away by a horse. The horse observes Gulliver, and then it neighs. Another horse joins and the two seem to be in a discussion. Gulliver tries to leave, but one of the horses calls him back. The horses appear to be so intelligent that Gulliver concludes that they are magicians who have transformed themselves into horses. He talks with them directly and asks to be taken to a house or village. The horses use the words Yahoo and Houyhnhnm, which Gulliver tries to pronounce. Chapter 2. Gulliver is led to a house, and he takes out gifts, expecting to meet people. He finds instead that there are more horses, sitting down and engaged in various activities. He thinks that the house belongs to a person of great importance, and he wonders why they should have horses for servants. A horse looks Gulliver over and says the word, Yahoo. Gulliver is led out to the yard, where a few of the ugly creatures Gulliver has seen are tied up. Gulliver is lined up and compared with one of the creatures, and Gulliver finds that the creature does look quite human. The horses test Gulliver by offering him various foods, hay, which he refuses, and flesh, which he finds disgusting but which the Yahoo devours. The horses determine that he likes milk and give him large amounts of it to drink. Another horse comes to eat, and they teach Gulliver to pronounce words in their language. They cannot determine what Gulliver suggests that he could make bread from their oats. He is given a place to sleep with a straw for the time being. Chapter 3. Gulliver tries to learn the horses' language. After 3 months, he can answer most of their questions and tries to explain that he comes from across the sea, but the horses, or Houyhnhms, do not believe that such a thing is possible. They think that Gulliver is some kind of Yahoo. Chapter 4. Gulliver tries to explain that the Yahoos are governing creatures where he comes from, and the Houyhnhms ask how their horses are employed. Gulliver explains that they are used for traveling, racing, and the Houyhnhms express disbelief that anything as weak as Yahoo would dare to mount a horse that was so much stronger than it. Gulliver explains that the horses are trained from a young age to be tame. He describes the state of humanity in Europe and is asked to speak more specifically of his country. Gulliver reaches a stage at which he no longer cares for humankind at all.